live streaming, and more information. Here are this week's stories.
ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Good day everyone, it's Esmeralda here for another week of Asian News. From the one and only Las Vegas, directly to your home and anywhere on your device. Download the free app on your iPhone, iPad, or Android phone. Search for ACTV-05 Media from your App Store or Play Store and watch Asian News anytime and anywhere and share anything to all of your friends globally. And visit our website actvlv.com for live streaming and more information. Here are this week's stories. To all food lovers out there, like myself, if egg rolls and sushi immediately leap to mind when you think of Asian food, Simone Jacobson would like to help you think outside the takeout box. As food curator of the Illuminatia Festival by the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C., featuring an Asian-style night market, Jacobson used geography as her guide to finding food that could represent the vastness of the culture. Simone Jacobson is a Burmese-American writer, performer, teaching artist, and cultural worker based in Washington, D.C. And she also runs a Burmese Faluda dessert and noodle shop with her mother. Asia is the Earth's largest continent, extending from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean and from the Suez Peninsula to the Ural Mountains to the Black Sea, with 48 sovereign states including Armenia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Kyrgyzstan, and Sri Lanka, plus 6 states not recognized by the United Nations, such as Northern Cyprus and Taiwan. The region is far more vast than many Americans might realize. Asian Culture TV salutes Simone Jacobson and Illuminatia of the Smithsonian Institution for highlighting the width and depth of Asian cuisine. Every single day, ACTV delivers the top 8 dishes of the 48 Asian countries recognized by the United Nations. And ACTV will soon add the 6 other countries not currently recognized. It is the longest running and oldest billiards tournament in the world. World 14.1 is the father of all pool games, which started in the year 1912. That's 105 years ago. In Cortez's Facebook page, he said, "Wow, the first Asian to win since 1912, according to history. Can't contain my happiness in winning this 14.1 title. To my family and fellow Filipinos, this is for you guys. To God be the glory." During the recent 6-day tournament in Astoria, New York, Corteza pocketed almost 2,000 balls in 13 games, while the incumbent king of straight pool, Thorsten Hamann of Germany, only delivered over 1,700 balls. Corteza, the slim, smooth-playing Filipino, became the BottleDeck.net 77th World 14.1 champion. Moving on to the local front, my co-host Emily Jong and I graced a fundraising event recently at the Salute Trattoria Italiana in Red Rock Hotel. The event was organized by Cosmopolitan Connections for the benefit of the Las Vegas Spring Valley Lions Club and the Las Vegas Vietnamese American Lions Club to help fund their charitable projects like medical missions and vision screenings. Fashion designers from the Philippines, Christopher Ledesma and Richie Oy, brought their fabulous collections to Las Vegas, and we got to wear some of them, and by popular demand. We even did an impromptu fashion show. It was fun, and it was indeed a great opportunity for the Philippines designer to showcase their amazing collection to hundreds of well-wishers. And if you would like to catch the creations of these designers, come to the Asia Pacific Heart of Worship Festival and Trade Show at the Craig Ranch Park, 628 West Craig Road, South Grass in North Las Vegas. The 3-day family-driven festival starts on October 27th and ends on the 29th, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, check out their Facebook page, Asia Pacific Heart of Worship Festival and Trade Show. Asian News with the Asian Culture Alliance reaches out to all the Asian nations represented in our community that they be a part of our cultural and social revolution. Please email us at community@actvlv.com or call 702-666-8658 for more information or visit f10.com. Asian News is proud to welcome Tu Wan and Come Tu Fam, co-hosts and co-producers of Viva Vegas Today, a new standalone segment of Asian News. They will be interviewing ordinary people in the Vegas Valley, doing extraordinary and exemplary work.
Gentleman number 1, gentleman number 2, gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh, no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000000.
Asiatown, reaching Asians locally and globally.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Culture Alliance. segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
This segment is brought to you by
Amazing Lash Studio at the Blue Diamond Crossing. Your look, your style, our lashes. This is Melody Mojica with Asia News, and today I'm very privileged to have on the set with us some beauty queens from Miss Asia North America, and of course one of our co-hosts.
Hi everyone, this is Emily, and I am your Miss Teen Korea of 2016, and I competed in the Miss Asia North America pageant and gained my title last summer of 2016. And over here I have my sisters.
Hi guys, I'm Rachel Villafuerte. I'm currently Miss Asian Inspiration 2016, and it's an honor to be here today.
Hi, I'm Angela Zhang, and I'm Miss Teen Asian. I'm also Miss Talent, as well as Miss People's Choice.
Good evening, I'm Maria Luisa Fukuzawa Sharp, and I'm the Senior Asia Las Vegas for the year 2016. Good evening to everybody.
Thank you all for being here. It's an amazing feat that you guys have surpassed, I know, for the past couple of years. Tell us all about what the Asian or Miss Asian North America is about. What is the entire goal of the organization?
Well, for me, it's my first time competing in a pageant, and it's the best time because I really got to learn about what it's like to empower women, and not only empower women, but empower women in our Asian culture. And it's beautiful just things I have never really learned about before. I got to really get more education on. So it's my most treasured taking away from this experience is my sisterhood. So I'm very grateful for this experience.
Wonderful. Now, tell us how do you get involved? What are the criteria to becoming a beauty queen?
First of all, you would want to compete in a pageant. Some girls, I think they always have the dream to, but they're too scared to go into it. So I think no matter what, maybe some people just need a little push, and then they'll be like, okay, I'll actually compete.
There you go, there you go. And of course, Miss Senior Asian Las Vegas, what made you come back? What was your whole entire point for running in a pageant?
Well, actually, being in the age of elegance, that's 60 and above, I was in Japan for more than 20 years, and coming here, I was looking for a community where I will be able to continue on the strength that I was able to show in Japan, especially in the Asian community. That's the reason I looked for this place, and I was so lucky that I was involved and won this pageant, and involvement and the strength is what I have to share.
Wonderful. So Emily, as one of our TV hosts here, tell us your involvement and what your experience has been like.
Well, my experience with the Miss Asia North America was truly incredible. I got so many connections and networks that I never thought I would have gone with. It would have taken me a longer time, but through this pageant, they provided me with the resources that I needed, because my dream is to become a model and an actress. And with this, it really helped me to reach my dream and goals.
Wonderful, wonderful. What type of, I know you said experience and education and such and meeting one another. Tell us what type of fears, was there any fears that was involved? Anything at all that kind of made you go, oh, maybe not? Or tell us about that type of experience.
Well, I was just telling the girls before we walked in here, before I feared just walking on stage in high heels and a dress. So for me to be able to step out of my comfort zone and allow people to see me and be elegant, that was my biggest fear. And just to think that 3 minutes and to surpass that, it's just proves that, you know what, I can do anything. Even as simple as walking across the stage.
There you go. Yeah, conquering your fear, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. So what was the best experience that you guys had being part of this organization and being winning as one of the beauty queens?
One of the things is definitely getting to know all the other contestants. We now have sisters that I never imagined I would ever have, and to be able to learn more about each other and connect in different ways is very amazing.
Wonderful. So what type of community outreach are you guys involved with? Is there any type of community or, you know, something that you are involved with?
While we were competing, prior to it, we had to have a platform. So each of us has our own like organization that we focus on. Like for me, I'm focused with the American Cancer Society for like Relay for Life. I've done that, and I like to donate money just for the cancer cause because it's like personal to me. And then for my other sisters, they have like woman empowerment and stuff like that.
I like to add on because fundraising was one of my biggest, I would say strongest asset as to being a part of this pageant. My platform was for transformation through emotional intelligence, and through the leadership course at Choice Center, we were able to, I coached as a life coach, a team within 3 months, and one of our parts of our coaching is that we have a 1-week legacy project, and we were given the opportunity to raise money for an organization here in Las Vegas called Blind Connect, which provides services to those who are blind. And you would think that that people would have these type of resources, but they don't. And in a week, I'm proud to say that we raised about $90,000 in 1 week for the organization. So to me, what I'm most passionate about is fundraising, and, you know, I think that the pageant allowed me to use this as a voice, as, you know, I'm allowed to showcase all of this and not be ashamed or feel like it's, I don't know the word, but, you know, I get to showcase the things that...
Share what you're passionate about. Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Maria, being in the category of Miss Senior Las Vegas, it's amazing the things that you could probably, you know, show these young ladies. Tell us about an experience that you would have that you want them to know that they can take on in their life and learn from you as their sister.
Thank you. Well, actually, they always ask me how I competed with these young ladies. But it was actually the fear of age. But I totally took it off my mind, because in life it's always go. You never stop going. You never stop dreaming. And my motto in life is enthusiasm. Every day is full of life. I get up in the morning, of course, I pray, I exercise, I smile. My purpose actually right now is because I'm in the senior category. I give life to the remaining seniors, and I assist them. I do singing for them, dancing anytime. And my main goal is for my family. I start with my grandchildren and the elderly, my in-laws. And that's what's the inspiration that I try to give the young ladies in the community, just to never give up and be like me at the age of elegance.
I love that, age of elegance. Yes. Where does that age really start, right?
It's just a number.
It is. It sure is. It sure is.
Everybody, when they ask about my age, they will be very surprised.
Well, you look very young.
Young at heart.
Absolutely.
The heart is giving out love to everybody. And
exactly.
It's an everyday thing.
Well, that's very good. Very good. So you are also Miss Talent, or tell us what your talent is and what type of talents were there in the pageant.
There were so many different cultures, so everyone could represent whatever it was that they learned from their culture. I've been playing traditional Chinese instruments since around the age of 3. Both my parents are professional Chinese instrument teachers, and now they teach in Las Vegas. My mom actually has an ensemble called the Ling Hong Chinese Music Ensemble. So being able to grow up with that influence, I've learned a lot and also had a lot of stage experiences. And last year I actually counted total, depending on how you count the instruments, I actually know over 10 different instruments. I've competed internationally and regionally, so instrument and culture is definitely one of my biggest passions. So to actually be able to win Miss Talent title, I'm so proud that all my hard work has actually paid off.
Wow, that's amazing.
And going off with the senior stuff, that Maria also sings for her friends and stuff, I've actually volunteered at senior homes since around age 9, 10, and then we volunteer monthly for different holidays just to lift up their moods.
That's wonderful. It is great to hear because I work in the senior industry, so it's wonderful to hear that. I mean, they really need inspiration from all sorts of life on there. So I want each one of you to describe yourself in one word and tell me why you picked that one word. Because you're on the spot, as you always are, right? As pageant winner. So Emily, start one word and why.
For me, I'd say it's ambition. Because whenever I have a goal, I always try my best, no matter what the circumstances, to go towards it. Like I would be on my dirt bottom, and I would still try to reach that goal because of my ambition.
Okay, wonderful. Rachel?
One word to describe me is passionate. I'm a true believer that if it's not done with love, then you can't do it at all. So passionate, absolutely.
Wonderful.
One word I would describe myself is probably unique. I don't think there's a lot of people that you would grow up around playing traditional Chinese instruments. They all have over 2,000 years of history. Yeah.
Wonderful. Maria?
I used to call myself love, but this morning when I was watching television, I like to say it's break.
And why?
Break from, you just have to stop and think about yourself in all these accidents that's happening. You have to break, and especially when you're driving, you have to break. Think about people.
Yes.
And then you have to break away from yourself if you are too much proud and you have so many things in life. You just have to move back and break yourself away. So it just came into my mind today about break.
Wonderful. Wow. See?
Yeah, it's very deep, and it's
very.
really very important because we really need to, especially when we're driving, to brake because there's a lot of accidents.
Yes.
You know, to give a break for yourself, give a
That's
break
right.
to people. So that's one word that came into my mind today.
Yes, absolutely. Is there any upcoming event or anything that you'd like to share with our audience?
Okay, actually we have our next pageant for the next court soon. It's planned to be spring of 2018, but we're still deciding on that. And so far we have a few contestants already signed up, so if you want to sign up, just make sure you check us out on Facebook at Miss Asia North America.
Wonderful, wonderful. What type of advice can you give the upcoming contestants, each one of you?
Okay, let me start with talk to us. It's very important that they talk to us because we will be the first person to really help them out in their dreams. We have the experience and they'll never go wrong. So that's my advice is never give up. If you have a dream, just move on and be courageous.
There you go.
I would say to be ambitious because this is my first pageant as well, and I was terrified going into it. So I think all the girls that need a little bit push, believe in themselves a little bit, and then go and meet some new friends.
There you go. Absolutely.
Absolutely. My biggest advice is to know yourself and be yourself 100% because regardless if you leave the stage without a crown or not, you're already a winner. Just being true to yourself. So know what's important to you, know your purpose, and just follow through.
And for me, it's to just have fun with what you're doing, you know. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. When are you going to get another chance to do something like this? So just have fun with it, like laugh a lot, have fun with the girls, get to know the girls. Even though it's a competition, you should still try to build your sisterhood within it because like you meet really incredible girls within this kind of experience.
Amazing. Well, thank you all so much for being here. You're very welcome. Well, there you have it. Not only are they beautiful on the outside, they're also beautiful and such heartfelt conversation with these lovely ladies. This is Melody Mojica with my co-host Emily here on Asia News. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This segment was brought to you by
Amazing Lash Studio at the Blue Diamond Crossing. Your look, your style, our lashes.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen，希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳宁地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Welcome back to Asian News. I would like to take this opportunity to plug Music Asia, a fun live show at the Asian Culture Center. Art Mendoza, who sings like Frank Sinatra, and I, your humble servant, together with our music director and pianist, Nelson Alcantara. Come and bring your friends every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. at 333 South 6th Street in downtown Las Vegas. Bring your friends and some food and drinks to share. But here's the most important thing about this plug. If you want to start a career in entertainment and you need exposure on local and global TV and need assistance in setting up your own online profile for booking purposes, please call David Knight or Art Mendoza at 702-666-8658 or email us at community@actvlv.com. There are no fees, no catch, except one. You need to be a member of Asian Culture Alliance. Asian Culture TV produces and assembles TV programs weekly, including Asian news in English and Chinese version, original Asian content, and our featured educational classes. To learn more about these programs and have a sneak preview of all our upcoming programs, visit f10.com. And if you wish to become a proud sponsor of any of the programs or simply want to advertise your business in the channel, please contact David Knight at david@actvlv.com or call 702-666-8658 extension 11. What are you waiting for? I'm Esmeralda Padilla Gold with Asian News. Until next time!
Welcome to Amazing Lash Studio. Our lash stylists are professionally trained to provide you with gorgeous and semi-permanent eyelash extension based on your desired look. What is amazing is that you'll immediately notice a big difference on your face, and you'll no longer need to use mascara. You simply need to brush your lashes and go. Amazing Lash Studio at the Blue Diamond Crossing. Your look, your style, our lashes.
This has been a presentation of VATV.
Mabuhay, ni hao, annyeonghaseyo, marhaba, chuni, ciao, ohayo gozaimasu. Kimon achen, salam, salam, kumada, balaba. Greetings to all good Samaritans of the globe. I am back, your host, Dr. Paul Magno, a very proud member of the Asian Culture Alliance in the fabulous city of Las Vegas. Now, a nugget of your skills will always be worth a billion of remedy to the rescued in your home. Now, from nowhere, somebody starts screaming, perceiving as to why the lights are suddenly dimmed, when in fact not at all. Now, as a good Samaritan, what must you do? Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Citizens of the world, good Samaritans of the globe, today my episode is about night blindness, medically known as nyctalopia. I shall repeat, nyctalopia. Now, in medical books, you're going to come across nyctalopia as caused by several reasons. To name one which is very common, a congenital, if not genetic, disorder, inflammation or infectious conditions, or guess what, even malnutrition. Now, normally, our anatomy has a nervous layer of the eye, known as the retina. The retina has receptors. One is rod, which is good for dim vision, which is like for the night of the day. And the other one would be the cone, which is a receptor for brightness, if not with light adaptation. So in nyctalopia, or night blindness, one must even surmise the fact that, hey, you cannot be walking out there when the sun had set. You cannot be driving on the road when you see that it's 5:30, 6:30, or 7:30. It's almost like being a Cinderella at night with your vision. Now, let me relate to you when I was in New Jersey. I have an elder brother who wanted all the way from Bergenfield, a city in Bergen County in New Jersey. We could have traveled to Atlantic City. Well, he wanted to drive his own car, and I said, and I thought, as a good Samaritan, I will not allow him to drive. So folks, when you think someone might be having difficulty, visual difficulty in driving, walking, or being alone outside the house or your home, be a good Samaritan. Safety is always number one and will never have a replacement. It is always first in the list as a good Samaritan. Now, next week, please come back, because we will have another family situation wherein, as a good Samaritan, you will be at your best again. You have a great day. And then when we come back, we will scope into another episode wherein a family member has got some problems. I am Dr. Paul, your host, a prophylactic good Samaritan like you. Be safe, be well, and
Hello everyone, my name is John Felprin, and I'll be your instructor for Connect with English, live from Las Vegas, an English program that explores American language and culture online. I'm a career English teacher from Los Angeles, California, with over 30 years experience across Asia and Latin America. I'll show you how to access Connect with English online from your home, work, or on the go. I'll ask you to follow along as I guide you on improving your English with the help of other viewers like you from around the world. For those of you who want or need to learn English as quickly and effectively as possible, why not consider joining our coaching and tutoring programs? I need you to first to download the ACTV app from your iPhone and iPad App Store or Android Play Store. Then I need you to add me as a friend. Click the SIN button for Social Interactive Network and search for my name. Again, it's John Felprin. Then add me as a friend. I will then get in contact with you and let you know how and when you will begin learning English in a new way. I will also show you how you can find additional help and free resources on our ACTV website. So download the ACTV app now on your iPhone, iPad, or Android phone. This is John Felprin signing off from Las Vegas. Thanks for watching, and let's connect with English.
大家好，我叫巴特，我来自中国内蒙古省呼和浩特市。今天预祝华亚协会开业大吉，同样预祝大家2017年工作顺利，万事如意。
大家好，我叫托雷，我来自中国，我今年10岁了，我很荣幸来到华亚，成为了华亚的一员。我希望我能将我的民族舞教给华亚中的每一个人。在这里，我祝大家一帆风顺，双喜临门，三阳开泰，四季平安，五福临门，六六大顺，七星高照，八方来财，九九归一，十全十美，百事可乐，万事顺心。
ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Hello 各位观众朋友，大家好，我是主持人王建平，非常欢迎大家继续收看我们华亚电视台中文资讯的报道。您的收视就是我们最大的鼓励。新成立的维加斯内华达州大学医学院的癌症研究课程负责人库马医师日前在一项研讨会上表示呢，他将会让维加斯成为全美癌症治疗中心。这个可能性呢，他认为相当的乐观。并且呢，如今已经成立医学院，未来势在必行。目前，癌症是美国10大死因中第2位的杀手。库马医师表示呢，在这里筹设美国癌症研究中心的优势相当的多，但是初步估计所需要的专业人才还有研究人员资源成本可能要数亿美元。库马医师希望目前筹组中的 UNLV 医学院癌症中心能够顺利地获得来自私人的募款还有公共经费的协助。事实上，美国癌症研究中心的筹设并不是纯粹只是库马医师的梦想，而且是 MGM 国际集团执行长莫伦夫妇他们一样的梦想。他们夫妇在2005年就共同成立了，希望能够发展成治疗成果更好的 NCI 治疗系统。他当时呢就募集了2亿4千万的基金，但是仍然在8年之后宣告破产结束。这一次希望我们能够成功。从现在开始，拉斯维加斯的大麻店可以每周7天，每天24小时，日夜无休的营业了。 拉斯维加斯市议会正式通过条例，允许将室内大麻店的营业时间延长到全天候，也就是24小时。而北拉斯维加斯市政府呢，也早已经通过这项条例了。在此之前呢，拉斯维加斯市的大麻店必须在凌晨3点关门，要早上6点才能够再继续开门。维加斯市议会针对大麻店是不是能够全天候营业的申请进行投票的时候，由于市长古德曼的儿子持有几家大麻公司的股权，因此必须回避，暂时不行使投票权。不过全案还是照样通过。而第一家受惠的就是位于1800号 Industrial Road 靠赌场大道 Oasis Cannabis 大麻店。这家店呢将成为独称第一家可以24小时营业的大麻店。各界相信其他的大麻零售业者会很快陆续跟进。这家大麻店的执行长席托对于这个开放的讯息相当高兴地表示，他们店周边的商店包括一些刺青店啦、酒吧，都是可以24小时营业的。但是他却不能不在每天早上4点钟把客人赶回家，然后早上6点钟客人呢一来的时候就发现哇，店外已经大排长龙了，这对他和客人都相当麻烦。现在这些麻烦不会再出现了。当然，未来营业的增加也是可以预期的。内华达税务部门星期4公布了数据，显示在消遣用大麻合法化销售的第1个月，内华达州各大麻分销商就席卷了超过2700万美元的销售额，总共为内华达州带来了超过360万美元的税收收入。和其他大麻已经合法化的州比起来呢，内华达的成绩算什么样呢？答案是好得不得了，几乎是别州的2倍或者以上。像科罗拉多州还有俄勒冈州，分别在自己大麻合法化销售的第1个月进账了大约1400万美元。这个华盛顿州第1个月的销售额也不过才380万美元。对此呢，一家大麻分销商的负责人比喻说，内华达州的大麻销售就像出膛的子弹一样，来势凶猛。他们在拉斯维加斯 Fashion Show Mall 后面的大麻经销店里面，几乎所有的时候都还排着长龙，而且经销店外面也还大约40%的时间内排着长长的队伍。这第1个月销售就为政府带来了超过360万美元的税收收入。内华达州州政府的有关官员曾经估计，内华达州在大麻合法销售的前2年内，就可以通过特殊经营税的形式入账6350万美元。除了上面这些讯息提供给您参考之外，接下来又是我们的专访时间。我们今天要专访的是谁？又要告诉您什么精彩的故事？别走开，我们马上回来。
Gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh, no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000000.
Welcome to Amazing Lash Studio. Our lash stylists are professionally trained to provide you with gorgeous and semi-permanent eyelash extensions in your desired look. What is amazing is that you'll immediately notice a big difference on your face, and you'll no longer need to use mascara. You simply need to brush your lashes and go. Amazing Lash Studio at the Blue Diamond Crossing. Your look, your style, our lashes.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
各位观众，你好，我是王建平，欢迎您继续收看我们的节目。今天我们邀请的特别来宾可是相当有深度的一位，也就是我们的 国画大师。我们请张大师来跟我们观众朋友打个招呼，顺便做一个自我介绍。
大家好，我是从北京来的，来参加第一次参加巴拿马万国博览会受奖的。现在呢，来到这华雅电视台这边。能够再受到电视台采访，我感到非常的荣幸。
对，其实我们更荣幸了哈。我们张大师的大名是张金友大师啊。张大师这次来到我们这里，其实我们这里是相当高兴的啊。只要是离开祖国的华人，其实对我们中华文化都更加的崇敬啊。那您刚好从事的是我们的国画的工作，其实对我们来讲是相当重大的意义啊。不过我们要跟观众朋友说一下的就是，我们张金友老师他不单单只是您讲的什么国家级画家那整个来讲呢，他的很多丰功伟业，在联合国、在苏俄这些地方都有他的成绩。您可不可以跟我们说明一下这是怎么回事？
我是2014年在联合国千年计划要绿化全球这种计划上，在69周年纪念日要求我到联合国搞个展，因为我是画山水画，对绿化全球是有影响力的，所以我很荣幸到联合国，而且是联合国总部1楼大厅搞展览。
这个就比较不容易了。一般来讲，我们能站到联合国一个厅一个室那个里面就已经不容易了。但是结果我们张老师是直接就在最大的一个厅堂。对对。那个时候展出的情况，大家欢迎的程度如何？
我在那边展览，那时候联合国的官员都来参观来看，最后很多官员他说：“你怎么会画到这样好、这样美的？你们中国画会这样好吗？”我说：“是的，我们中国画，我是中西结合，把西方那种科学的画的方法揉在我们中国传统文化、传统技法揉在一起，接得最好。我觉得这是我们中国未来走向世界的一种最好的艺术。”
是。对，其实您的画不止在联合国受到大家高度的评价，甚至我们有一位国家的领导人还对您的画有特别的收藏，也跟我们观众朋友介绍一下吧。
对，我国家领导就是还有一个我是去年在那个韩国自州论坛国际论坛。2个日本首相，不是现在那个首相，以前的首相都对中国很友好的，他对我的书画都感兴趣，收藏我一个人收藏我一幅书法，在台上照相，
是
这样。另外，我从2003年开始，我住在北京清华大学搞大型展览。那个时候，我刚到北京，受到清华大学的校长那领导的重视，举行的很好的，就是很重视我做一个接待，我给清华大学搞了20幅兼重画，他们都给我很大的纪念本，这是一个。另外，我在联合国回来后呢，由那个中国科技大学就邀请我到科技大学去搞展览，在科技大学博物馆展览1个月零6天，受到很大的关注。那个叫做凤凰卫视都播出去。
是真的，这个是真的是很大而且特殊的一个荣耀。对，其实更重要的是我们的邻国俄国的领导人好像对您的话也有相当的兴趣。
还有那个俄罗斯06年春节联欢晚会邀请我到到俄罗斯普京官府里边去做客， 就是那天就是灯火辉煌，那个放鞭炮就打得可响很久，最后我们在那边参加这个会议，我向上一幅长城给普京官府，现在在普京官府收藏着挂着，我是被授予中俄最具影响力的艺术家。
中俄最具影响力的艺术家，现在正在我们现场跟各位观众报告一下他最近辉煌的成果。其实联合国的肯定，或者是日本首相们的肯定，或者是俄国领导人普京的肯定，这个都是多年练就的成绩。我们就比较有兴趣的就是张大师，当年您年轻的时候怎么会选择这样的行业？因为我们讲艺术有的时候很孤独的，这个路不是很好走啊。
我觉得就是我从小就喜欢做一些公益事业，所以我现在过了2次公益事业百名楷模，我都是得到奖的。但是我从小就喜欢，为什么喜欢呢？小学的时候有校先队报，我就去参与；到中学的时候，中学的校先队报、班报，最后是学校的校报，所有的扛头都是我在做，所以我就在这里锻炼出来。因为我喜欢做公益事业，结果把我锻炼出来了，
所以这个等于是在
后来呢，
小时的时候，
因为我有这个基础呢，就是由一个孙中山的秘书叫做张晋生这个是介绍我跟他的最好朋友，这是广东文史博物馆的副馆长叫做冯干柏，跟他学油画，那就打下基础。后来我到广州美院是深造了，出来后我是画油画的，后来发现中国画也是很好的就是西洋画有西洋画好，中国画有中国画好，中国画可随意随着我们想什么是创作什么，就是有它特色。最后我转成国画，我都跟中央美院一个叫做李可染他的接班人叫做张平老师导师学中国画、山水画，后来还有一个去跟天津美院一个山水画导师叫做白根岩的学画画，结果这2个都是等级的，结果把我学后就变成一个不知不觉就人家都叫我大师出来了。
其实原来您的开始是从西画油画开始的，
对，油画，
所以是西学为体，中学为用哈。西方的画法跟我们中国的画法其实不是完全一致的，对。那您在中间怎么样把这些差异把它变成调和在一块儿呢？
因为我这油画出身，油画基础，西洋画就是研究透视关系啦、空间关系啦、素描关系啦、色彩关系啦、光的关系啦，这是有它优势，看起来很现实。但是国画呢，它的另一种形式就是用墨水墨水虽然是黑的，它就会深浅还有润做出来的，它有它的比例，一比下来就发现它的速度和比例，还有加上国画的颜料把它用西洋画方法揉在一起，结果很成功。我觉得这条道路是我们中国必须走到的，而且一定能够走到，一定能够成为中国的山水画、国画这一种方向。
对，其实
所以我充满信心。我还在准备画一幅大画，是怎么大画？画中国祖国万里江山。我画万里江山怎么画呢？就是从西藏珠穆朗玛峰最高峰画下来，
是
以后沿着这个那个叫做 很多山脉，
对，
画那个叫做昆仑山山脉，画像西藏、新疆，画到新疆，这条山脉是很好画的，画得很大气。接下来就是画长江，长江从那个长江沿流下来到黄山这一带，
哇，这个都是历史性的。
还有一个是黄河，从黄河画到黄河出口，在长城，从长城画到山海关那边出口。接下来呢，就是画海的画钓鱼岛，是我们中国的。以后的画台湾、日月潭、阿里斯山，以后画下来再画到香港，香港的画到澳门，澳门的画到海南岛，海南岛就海南观音，海南岛的观音嘛，这南海观音，再画西山群岛、南沙群岛啊，画我们祖国的边疆。整个我发现这个题材是最好的题材，所以我现在已经画了50多米，总长度要365米，因为我们一年的365天呢，我的高度这幅画的高度是365厘米，3.65米，长度365米。这幅是如果画好的时候是可以作为吉尼斯之最了。
没有错，这个会是一个历史性的一个。也
就是说，我有一个大的抱负，想做一番轰轰烈烈的事业，才不误了我来
一生的辛苦了，对不对？辛苦所学，然后这个结晶要把它展现出来。大家看看我们张老师，其实精神奕奕的哈，您会觉得张老师年纪可能跟我差不多，但是您别不相信，张老师已经年逾古稀。但是您看他今天还是有这么多宏图大志，一步一步要往前走，这个让我们做晚辈的会觉得哇，真是了不起啊，对啊。那这些东西您就是要一步的把它做完。
而且我是觉得做人，吃喝玩这是很简单的事，要做是对社会有贡献才是最重要。所以这才是实事，叫做社会治政。我到联合国展览的时候，我立刻就找吉安电视台，我说我想给联合国做一番
贡献，希望把您的这个
事业
是
结果他带我到联合国儿童基金会去谈关于说我们要怎么我要怎么去做一个慈善事业和联合国接轨。现在都还是在做中间有画送给他那个联合国一支单位了。
真是的哈，其实您是一路的要往前走啊。
以后呢，我在国内也是满怀信心，想做一个慈善活动，这样人才有意义。
对，但是其实今天您可以这样子恢宏大度的规划您的这些所有的画作，还有您愿意做的这些相当有意义的这些活动，但是在您的创作过程还有在学习过程中，有这么顺利吗？
就是我现在呢，就是很认真的注意身体健康，所以我身体健康，要是我来讲个讲座，要是给出事的，身体健康才能够完成我的使命。
是，
你如果是我要是其他有糖尿病啊、高血压或者什么那就整天都考虑这身体健康的事了。现在我们就是要养好身体，做好大事，做到我们一辈子做到我们能够完成任务以后，我们身体是安心了，
对，这样子其实很好。
特别对于我们国家的繁荣爱国，第二对于世界上爱和平，所以我在联合国展览的时候，我的标题是写的，章节有爱祖国，爱世界和平，就是这样写的。
这样其实这意义就更加的深重了，对啊。不过其实还有趣的就是，张老师刚刚在跟我闲聊的时候，自己的辛苦， 他就吞了忍了，然后成为他现在最大进步的一个学员，反而他还舍不得自己的孩子也走入像这样的一个辛苦的道路，可见这个路多辛苦。
所有的艺术家能够成才的，一个个都吃过苦，说没有吃苦是假的。
这样子啊，
都是苦的。
对，所以您也是这样子一步一步走过来。
是的，
啊，对，有没有一两个小例子可以告诉我们？对啊，对，
所以我们必须除了做出艺术给下一代看、给社会看之外，还要把我们的真诚做出来，让大家知道说，我们做人就应该有一个真诚给社会一些后代学习。
是啊，其实没有错哈，就是您现在不但要把自个儿做好，你还希望把你的这些开朗的、这有意义的这个心能够传承下去。
是的，
是的，对，我们也非常期望您能够把您现在要求的目标一步一步的达到，也期望您身体健康，能够为我们国画界留下更好、更多光明的作品。对啊，我们今天很谢谢张金友老师特别拨空来到我们的节目现场。谢谢张老师，他的作品正在华雅协会展出当中。如果您对这个有兴趣的话，不妨来华雅协会来看看啊。有幸的话，您说不定可以濡养到我们张金友老师庐山真面目，还可以跟他本人碰碰面，还可以切磋一下。谢谢您收看我们这一段的节目，别走开。我们还有更精彩的，马上回来。
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
以上是我们今天的节目内容，希望您会喜欢。在这呢，我们想要征求美国的开路英雄。如果您或者是您认识的人愿意分享您来到美国披荆斩棘、筚路蓝缕的过程，为人生做下注记，也提供给其他前来的新移民参考。欢迎您跟我们华雅电视台联络，在荧光幕前告诉我们您的故事。谢谢您今天的收看，也期待您继续给我们支持。我们下次再见。
ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分 我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳宁地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
This has been a presentation of VATV.
Mabuhay, ni hao, annyeonghaseyo, marhaba, chuni, ciao, ohayo gozaimasu. Kimon achen, salam, salam, kumada, balaba. Greetings to all good Samaritans of the globe. I am back, your host, Dr. Paul Magno, a very proud member of the Asian Culture Alliance in the fabulous city of Las Vegas. Now, a nugget of your skills will always be worth a billion of remedy to the rescued in your home. Now, from nowhere, somebody starts screaming, perceiving as to why the lights are suddenly dimmed, when in fact not at all. Now, as a good Samaritan, what must you do? Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Citizens of the world, good Samaritans of the globe, today my episode is about night blindness, medically known as nyctalopia. I shall repeat, nyctalopia. Now, in medical books, you're going to come across nyctalopia as caused by several reasons. To name one which is very common, a congenital, if not genetic, disorder, inflammation or infectious conditions, or guess what, even malnutrition. Now, normally, our anatomy has a nervous layer of the eye, known as the retina. The retina has receptors. One is rod, which is good for dim vision, which is like for the night of the day. And the other one would be the cone, which is a receptor for brightness, if not with light adaptation. So in nyctalopia, or night blindness, one must even surmise the fact that, hey, you cannot be walking out there when the sun had set. You cannot be driving on the road when you see that it's 5:30, 6:30, or 7:30. It's almost like being a Cinderella at night with your vision. Now, let me relate to you when I was in New Jersey. I have an elder brother who wanted all the way from Bergenfield, a city in Bergen County in New Jersey. We could have traveled to Atlantic City. Well, he wanted to drive his own car, and I said, and I thought, as a good Samaritan, I will not allow him to drive. So folks, when you think someone might be having difficulty, visual difficulty in driving, walking, or being alone outside the house or your home, be a good Samaritan. Safety is always number one and will never have a replacement. It is always first in the list as a good Samaritan. Now, next week, please come back, because we will have another family situation wherein, as a good Samaritan, you will be at your best again. You have a great day. And then when we come back, we will scope into another episode wherein a family member has got some problems. I am Dr. Paul, your host, a prophylactic good Samaritan like you. Be safe, be well, and
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee, backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
Welcome to the Liberati Mansion.
Welcome to Under the Vegas Sun, looking at the people, the events, and the news surrounding Las Vegas and the entire Vegas Valley. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. We are live from the Liberati Mansion. In the beginning of our program, we always say the same thing. Welcome to our program. You'll meet the people, talk about the events and the news surrounding this community. Well, in the past few weeks, there's probably not been one single event larger than the 1 October shooting in which 58 people were killed in that shooting. Today on our program, we're going to talk about that. We think we need to share the reality of what took place with the one man who was directly involved with this right from the beginning. He is the chairman of the Clark County Commission, the government that surrounds the area where this took place. His name is Steve Sisolak. His insights to what took place, his insights to what happens next, his insights to even the controversy that has surrounded it all will be coming up in just a few seconds. Stay with us.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
Hey, it's Mark Chinook from Monday's Dark, and you are watching Under the Vegas Sun with Steve Shore.
Communities and cities around the world are known sometimes not just the way they respond to the good things of life, but sometimes by the challenges of life. Las Vegas and all of Southern Nevada has been faced probably with one of its biggest challenges ever, and the response has been a lot by the people of this community. The man who has been directly involved with that is our special guest on our program today. He is the chairman of the Clark County Commission, Steve Sisolak. Welcome to our program.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me.
You know, I have to look back on 1 October, and there's a time when people are shocked by the reality that take place, and a time when people sit back and say, it can't be happening. You were there almost right from the beginning. Was it for you, I can't believe this is happening, or was it an immediate response from you, how are we going to deal with it?
Well, when I got the initial text and phone call from the sheriff, it was, I forget if it was late on the 1st or early on the 2nd, it was midnight-ish, and I couldn't believe it, couldn't possibly imagine. I said, Joe, I'll meet you at headquarters, and got down to the headquarters as quickly as we can and got introduced to the FBI team that was there and the sheriff's team, and just kind of sat back and watched them, and got to talk to Joe a little bit and said, it's horrific, and we didn't know the death toll at the time. We didn't know the injuries. It was still in the initial stages of the incident, and so we're going to need blood, and the two of us put out an immediate call for blood, and this community is so loving and so giving that by 7 o'clock there were lines around the blood centers to donate blood.
There's a lot of people around the world that see Las Vegas as the entertainment capital of the world, a gaming capital of the world, an entertainment mecca of anything that you want, and of late a lot of sports happening in town. A lot of people would not have seen this potential of ever happening in Las Vegas. In looking back, do you think the city was ready for this? Do you think the city responded in the way that you wanted it to respond?
I do. I could not have imagined the response that we'd get. I'm so proud of being a citizen of this community. The outpouring of support, whether it was people coming to pray at vigils, whether it was people coming to our first responders with a plate of homemade cookies and saying, this is all I can give, but please accept this. People making financial contributions that has been enormous, the donations of blood, just the walking up to a first responder and shaking your hand and saying thank you. This community has really stood up for itself, and I think that people around the world are now seeing that Las Vegas is more than that 4 miles on Las Vegas Boulevard or 5 miles on Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a lot more than that. It's neighborhoods and people and families and churches and schools and parks, and I think that that's the one good thing that came out of this.
Have been multiple stories about people who had been there, 22,000 that had been at this concert, the Route 91 Harvest Festival concert, that even protected fellow concert goers that took it upon themselves not to run, but to stay and protect and stay and help. It throws a different light to me. I'm curious what you throws a different light on how people respond to emergencies. Now, we've seen in the media over and over again how people sometimes ignore emergencies and they turn their cheek and they don't want to look at it and they don't want to help. In this instance, a lot of people did just the opposite. They stayed, they helped, they did the things that were needed to do, and at the same time put their own lives on the line.
Oh, absolutely. People protected the wounded that were shot. Our first responders, ran into that scene at a time when gunfire was still coming down. I can't say enough about the Mandalay Bay security team that was just, Jesus Campos saved potentially hundreds of lives. And took shots himself. That's a well-trained team they have at Mandalay, but for the fact that they were there, it could have been a lot worse than it is. People got people over the barricades. I gave the eulogy at one of the security officers that was killed at the 1 October tragedy, and they had the video, and I saw those shirts, of the yellow shirts of the security guards that were helping people get over the rails, out of the facility. Any way they possibly could, just to save lives, and made huge sacrifices and put their own lives in danger to do that. And the compassion and the outpouring of love has just been incredible.
This was the worst mass murder in American history by an individual. 58 dead, 500 injured, nearly 500 injured. It is not just the tragedy of what took place that night. As you just said, you've given eulogies at ceremonies, at funerals. You've been, I know personally, you've been involved. I know what you've attempted to do. It's the tragedy was the tragedy, but it's the aftermath. Do you agree that we're still facing?
Oh, absolutely, and we'll continue to face it for a period of time. I attended a last flight home for a Navy officer, that Chris Roybal, with his mom and dad at McCarran Airport, where the casket goes up the conveyor for his last flight home in the belly of the plane to Northern California. And I remember mom saying to me that, he served 4 tours in Afghanistan, and he comes home and gets killed at a concert. And dad's saying, you're not supposed to bury your kids. They're supposed to bury us. And I said, I know. I don't have words to express to it. And they were so touched. He was a K-9 officer, and the Department of Aviation put all their K-9 patrols out there, and that meant so much to the mom and dad, just to see those simple things that people were doing to express their feelings and their support for everybody that was involved. And we'll continue to get through it. We'll continue to get through it. There's a lot of people still hurting, a lot of surgeries upcoming, a lot of funerals left to go. But as a
lot of people still in the hospital.
A lot of people still in the hospital.
That are fighting for their own lives.
And I would imagine that the death toll is at some point going to go up, sadly. There's a lot of people critical. There's some folks on life support, and hopefully it doesn't, but it could very well increase. Mm-hmm.
Social media, good, bad, or indifferent, social media has been at times very, very critical over what took place, very, very critical of the response, very critical of the sheriff, Joe Lombardo, very critical of Metro in a lot of ways, because of the timelines that have developed. Social media has even raised questions about politicizing this whole situation. Knowing you as I do, I would think that kind of raises the hair on the back of your neck.
It does, but haters are going to hate, and that's what those folks are. I mean, I've spent so much time with the sheriff in the last 3 weeks. I had a lot of respect for him prior. On September 30th, I had a lot of respect for Joe. We're good friends, but what I've seen and what I've come to know, and in the time since then, it's just, this is an individual that has led us through the darkest time. I mean, he's worked with the FBI. Unfortunately, there aren't the answers that people want. Everybody wants to know why, and nobody has an answer to why.
If they ever find out the answer.
And I don't know if they'll ever find out. You're absolutely right. I don't know if they'll ever find out. I hope they do. They certainly want to find out, but I can tell you there is no stone unturned. They are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop. I mean, we were all running on no sleep for a whole week. I mean, no sleep and lots of coffee, and just wanting to get answers and wanting to protect and wanting to make sure the city was safe. That was the sheriff's first job, his first instinct, his responsibility, and he did it. And every one of those men and women of the Metropolitan Police Department and our fire department did a great job. I mean, they have been incredible. They've been remarkable. There are not enough accolades to go around for all of those folks.
There's a point of where MGM has at times been, I think, treated unfairly by that social media. You had a chance and have had many chances to work directly with MGM. At least the reports that I've seen coming out of MGM is that they have been working directly with both the county, the FBI, and Metro to try to get the answers that are needed. Has that been your experience?
Absolutely. Without question, they have been totally transparent, as cooperative as could possibly be. I mean, they've gone out of their way to provide facilities and services for the victims, for family members. They were the first one to step up and donate $3 million to the Victims Fund. I can't say enough about Jim Murn and the 50,000 people that he represents at MGM. I mean, they are true community family members, and they care. I mean, they really do care. And you're going to get those critics out there that are just looking to stir the pot and cause a problem. That's sad. It's unfortunate because it really detracts from the great work that the folks at MGM have done and our first responders have done. I mean, I've talked to doctors and nurses. We had, 2 people in one surgery suite at a time. And when I got to the hospital, the sheriff and I went to speak to the widow of our officer that was killed at the Route 91. And when we pulled in the UMC parking lot, I remember there were gurneys lined up in the parking lot with bags attached to them, just ready to put people on them. And the people weren't coming in ambulances. They were coming in pickup trucks and cars and SUVs, just any way they could get there. People were taking their own car and pulling somebody in and getting them to the hospital.
One of the things that has occurred has been the great outpouring of help through the GoFundMe account. We're going to take a break for a second. When we come back, I want to talk about the GoFundMe account, how it began, where it began, and why it began. We'll talk about that in just a couple of seconds. Stay with us. Again, a tragedy in Las Vegas, tragedy in Clark County, but it's the way we're responding. We'll be right back. The 1 October shooting, 58 killed. It is a telltale sign sometimes, unfortunately, of what is happening in our world. But the way a community responds is even a greater telltale sign of what those in the community and those in this country really do to help others. Welcome back, our very special guest, County Commission Chairman Steve Sisolak, welcome back to our program. Shortly after this tragedy took place, a GoFundMe account was started by yourself and Sheriff Joe Lombardo. That account has now raised in excess of $11 million. There are critics out there who say it was just nothing more than, again, a political move on your part. I know how emotional you are, and I know what you've gone through. Tell me the impetus behind creating the GoFund account, and was it, I'll ask you straight out, was it political?
It was as far from political as it could possibly be. Politics is the furthest thing from my mind from October 1st until today, to be honest with you. We just finished putting out to the media that we needed blood, and Joe and I are walking and standing, and things are happening so quickly, and the tragedy's unfolding, and we're getting calls, and the death toll is rising. It's 18, it's 23, it's 27. It's like, geez, the more in the hospital, we got to. And I said, Joe, there's got to be something else we can do. I says, there's, people are going to need some money. We're going to need some money. Maybe we can raise some money. And he says, okay, let's try. So I didn't know anything about what they call crowd platform funding. I had no idea what it was. Called a friend of mine and said, look, I heard this GoFundMe thing. I know that J.J. Watts, I think, did it for the flood or the hurricane in Houston. And I said, look, I told him, I said, look, start this account for the sheriff and I'll make the first contribution to it. And gave him my credit card, and I honestly thought we'd raise $50,000 or $100,000. I thought that's what we'd raise, and we could help somehow. I didn't know what to help. I didn't know what to do. So we did that, and then suddenly one thing led to another, and that was at 2 o'clock in the morning that we did that.
2 o'clock in the morning?
It was 2 o'clock in the morning. It was 2 o'clock in the morning that we did that. And then we got up to right near $100,000, and Stephen Klubeck called me and said, well, I saw your fund, and I'll finish it out for you. So what do you mean? He says, you're at 100, you wanted 500, I'll donate $400,000. I said, what, are you kidding? He says, no, I'll donate $400,000, and he did.
That's Steve.
That's Steve. And they're very generous, and the fund went to $500,000, and then they raised it to $1 million, and it was going up so quickly. It just, the outpouring of support from not just Nevada and the United States, around the world, has been incredible. We've gotten donations from I don't know how many countries. We've gotten donations from, and it's great. We get people like Steve Klubeck donated $400,000. Billy Walters, he called me on the way back east and donated $500,000. I said, geez, Billy, you're dealing with your stuff. He goes, no, that's my community. And then somebody else will send in $5 check. It's just 86,000 people have made contributions, which is just mind-blowing to me.
You were telling me about a group in Europe, in Germany.
Yeah.
Tell me about
that.
I
got a note, got a little package with some handmade cards. The ones you make out of construction paper, they're folded in half with like a handprint. And we love Las Vegas, from an Air Force base in Germany. Had a fundraiser in 2 of their classes and sent us $84.65. Kids. Yeah.
Let me be honest, Steve. You're running for governor. You're announced that you're running for governor. How do you respond to those people who say, it's just Steve Sisolak running for governor? I can see the emotion in your eyes.
People that are going to hate and criticize are going to continue to do that. And if somebody wants to, use one of the worst tragedy we've ever had to capitalize for a political gain, I mean, they're going to have to answer to a higher power than me someday. And, they'll do that. But that's the furthest thing from my mind. This is about how much I love this community and how much these 86,000 people love this community.
This has been our second tragedy that I have personally gone through. 1980, MGM fire. 85 people died in that fire. What came out of that, I believe, was a resolution that has saved lives in multiple countries around the world, because what happened as a result of that fire was the necessity to make sure that hotels and high-rises had sprinkler systems. There's a lot of people that now look at what happened at 1 October shooting in Mandalay Bay and say, what good can come out of this?
Well, I think that there's some good things that can come out of it. I will, with my last breath, say that I think that the security staff at MGM Mandalay Bay was incredible. They did a great job, saved a lot of lives. This was one deranged individual that for some reason unbeknownst to any of us at this point, showered down this hatred on this fishbowl beneath him. And I don't know if you can ever stop that, but that was met with an outpouring of love that came from our community. Some things can be done. I mean, as I think we get to much bigger issues, I don't believe people talk. I don't think this is a mental health issue, but this individual, I just, you're talking about somebody that, you know, was a mathematic wizard, I think. I mean, the way he calculated numbers and drops of bullets and some of those sort of things. I mean, he's an intelligent individual, financially well off. I mean, he didn't have those issues. I think it raises the point, and I've been hesitant to go too far with this right now because we're still mourning and I want to let families bury their loved ones. Thoughts and prayers are great, but I need more than thoughts and prayers. We need to do something about common sense guns control. With bump stocks, there is no legitimate purpose to put bump stocks on these weapons. There's just, and expanded cartridges that when you see them can shoot bullets so quickly, you can't use that for hunting. You just can't. An animal would be destroyed. You're hitting with so many bullets. So we've got background checks. It wouldn't matter with this individual background check because he'd have passed. But we got to look at some common sense gun measures.
But there's also another part to this. He was what we would call in our community a whale. Mm-hmm. He was a very high roller gambler.
No.
He got a suite at Mandalay Bay. Casinos in Las Vegas protect high rollers so they don't go to another casino. I mean, this is somebody who was a gambler at the Wynn, who was a gambler at other hotels. He was a gambler there at Mandalay Bay. And people say, well, why didn't they go in and check his room? Why didn't they go and check his room? The truth is that high rollers are somewhat protected by casinos. Their privacy is protected, and that normally would not have happened anyway. When they go into the room, they never saw anything anyway.
Right.
Does that change now the entire paradigm on how casinos deal with gamblers?
I don't think it will. You know, I mean, they're going to be more cautious. I mean, and they're experts a lot more informed on this topic than me, that, you know, will obviously opine on this and they can come up with some things. But we've both stayed in hotels at various times in our life, and if you put on the do not disturb sign on the door, the maid figures, okay, that's one room I don't have to clean, I don't have to change the sheets in that room, I'll move on to the next one. Sometimes people want their privacy, whatever it is. Now, would it maybe precipitate a phone call up to the room just saying, Steve, are you okay? We're just checking on you. And maybe they did that. I don't know what they did. I mean, there's so many rumors floating out there that happen, you know, are being proffered. I don't know if they're true or not, but you're looking at an individual that had planned this to the extent he blocked the door, he ordered room service just to get the cart. He went to other cities and looked at other potential sites.
Yes,
and maybe he couldn't get the right room. I don't know what it was, but he ordered room service to get the cart so he could attach the cameras to have it in the hallway. I mean, this was well thought out. It was a man that was hell-bent on destroying lives, and nobody knows why. And we can always second-guess it, but I am so proud. I'm so proud of this community. I'm so proud of the way Mandalay handled this, and I will stand.
And first responders.
And our first responders. I mean, I saw members of our fire department and our Metropolitan Police Department when I was on the site, and saw bodies, and they're just soaked in blood. They're covered in blood. I mean, and I've had individuals that were there that say this was like being in Afghanistan. I mean, that's what this triage was like. I mean, it was so unbelievably horrific. It was just, it's a sight that you just can't get out of your mind. And the eeriness of walking and seeing bodies, and a cell phone rings. And it's so sad. And that's just somebody looking for their loved one. And loved ones are going to be continuing to hurt for a long, long time. Like Mrs. Roybal said to me, you're not supposed to bury your kids, and you're not. And but this community, we really do care. I know the industry cares. Our first responders, from fire to police to hospital to doctors, nurses, to the coroner's office. I mean, I've been in the coroner's office a few times. I mean, you're looking at folks that they're used to dealing with deceased, you know, you get gunshot victims, and you get people that die for various reasons.
Not 58 like this.
Not 58 in an hour. Nope, you don't get that.
I want to thank you very much for being with us. I think your insight into this is important for people. I think it's important for the audience. I think it's important for people to understand. And I'm glad that we looked at this idea of, is this political, and has your response been political? Because I know you, and I know who you are. And I think those around the country need to see who that is. So I want to thank you very much for being with us. It's been very insightful.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Much appreciated. Thank you. God bless
We'll have
you.
some closing words in just a few seconds.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
News. In today's world, news has become even more important in our lives. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. For some 40 years, Las Vegas has been my home, and it's been good to me. Now, I want to give back. That's why I started the Now Report, the independent voice newspaper, fair, balanced, unbiased, online and mobile, and it's free. The time has come for an independent voice because news is important. I have been in this town for over 40 years now, and Las Vegas is my home. I've never been prouder than I have been in recent weeks because of the way this community has responded to this tragedy. Not only the first responders, but the community itself, the people who have been touched in their own way by this tragedy. Las Vegas, I know, as I've mentioned in the program, is different things to different people around the world. But I think now people see Las Vegas as in a completely different light. The words Vegas strong mean something to everybody in this community. The words Vegas strong is what this community now is all about. I'm Steve Shore. Until the next time, be safe and enjoy life under the Vegas sun. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. I've been proud to host the TV show Under the Vegas Sun. We've had mayors and entertainers and some of the true movers and shakers of Las Vegas. Well, we're growing again. We'll now be seen in 209 cities in America through our network, Walk TV, as well as in 6 foreign countries. And in Las Vegas, we'll also be seen 4 times each week on Cox Communications, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m., and now Sundays at 7 p.m. on channels 1096 and 96. I just wanted to say thank you.
This has been a presentation of VATV.
My name is Shirley. I with my husband Ken come here. I'm from Guilin, China. I'm live here 9 years. I am a member of Asian Culture Alliance.
Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm so glad to be member of Asian Culture Alliance. I come from China, Beijing. I come in US 20 years. I'm so happy to be here.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
Sugar City, Sugar Bowl, and Sugar Capital. What sweet and delicious ways to call a town. And they're exactly what Bacolod is. It's the capital and gateway to Sugarlandia, or the sugar-producing province of Negros Occidental. Bacolod is a relatively new but busy city with a population of about 500,000. It's surrounded by hectares and hectares of sugar haciendas, which account for about 60% of the country's total sugar production. Although lacking in modern port facilities, Bacolod is still the service and commercial center of the sugar industry in Negros Island. It's comparatively wealthy, and it's said to be only second to Manila in terms of number of registered vehicles. It's probably why the roads are wide and straight. They were made to accommodate the limousines and sports cars of Bacolod's elite. The city sprawls over 16,000 hectares, giving the whole area a relaxed suburban feel. In the 19th century, income generated from sugar made Negros planters fabulously wealthy. Sugar barons, who were mostly of Spanish mestizo descent, owned vast plantations and palatial homes in Bacolod and neighboring Silay. They had a reputation for extravagant lifestyles and political influence. Up until the 1980s, Negros Occidental was one of the most prosperous in the country, with a relatively high degree of urbanization and industrialization in its key cities. But the sugar industry suffered a blow in the 1980s, and the Negrenses, as they are called, had to weather hard times. At the heart of Bacolod City is the Plaza, a popular meeting place and the scene of cultural presentations on special occasions. It's flanked by the old San Sebastian Cathedral, built in 1876. its church is crowned by 2 pinnacles and has meter-thick walls made of bricks and corals from nearby Guimaras Island. The imposing provincial capitol building on the city's north side is another important landmark in Negros. It houses the Sugar Museum, which showcases antique furniture, artifacts, and machinery connected with the development of the sugar industry in the province. Historically, Bacolod got its name from the term Bulubacolod, or hilly, a native word that described the terrain of the early settlement. Lately, however, Bacolod has taken on yet another reputation. Tourists now know it as a city of smiles, mainly because of its famous Mascara Festival. On the weekend closest to October 19th, the largest festival in the province takes place, the Mascara. It's like a Mardi Gras where groups of people with colorful costumes and giant papier-mâché masks parade around the streets. It coincides with the city's Charter Day celebration, and throughout the week, local and foreign tourists crowd the town plaza to join the locals in partying, mask making, and sports competitions. Mascara was derived from the word mas, meaning multitude of people, and the Spanish word cara, or face. The smiling mask, which is the symbol of the festival, was introduced by organizers in 1980 to show the happy spirit of the Negrenses despite the adversities they experienced back then. These masks take center stage at the Sunday parade as Bacolod nuns from all walks of life wear dimpled, grinning, or laughing masks while gyrating to the beat of Latin or disco music.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
organizers have introduced various activities to add even more life and color to the festival. A new event started recently was a motocross competition where 100 bikers from around the country came to race on the muddy grounds of the Bredko Pier. Organizers were happy with the big turnout, not just of the racers, but also of the crowds, who stayed on to watch the games in spite of the rains. So with its initial success, festival organizers hope to make the motocross a yearly thing. Another thing that keeps a lot of tourists impressed with the city is the abundance of seafood. Bacolod has a major fishing industry, with fresh catch arriving daily from neighboring towns of Silay, Sagay, and Cadiz, all of which are significant fishing ports. From Bacolod, the fish are sold to other provinces and even abroad. If you have an extra day in the province, take a trip to Silay City, 15 kilometers north of Bacolod. Once referred to as the Paris of Negros, it was the cultural and intellectual center of the province during Spanish times. It's now officially listed by the DOT as one of the top 25 tourist destinations in the country, with huge colonial houses as the main attraction. This is where you can get a picture of life in Negros in the early 1900s, where the sugar barons lived in stately Spanish-style mansions. Finally, don't forget to check out the domed San Diego Church of Silay, which was designed by an Italian architect and built in 1925. It was elevated to pro-cathedral status in 1994 and is the only pro-cathedral outside of Manila. It's also one of the most beautiful churches in the whole of Negros.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee, backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
There are many ways to measure success. For some, a hefty bank account or a position of prestige is a sufficient gauge of accomplishment. But for others, ingenuity and perseverance are the ultimate barometers. Negros Occidental is the saccharine central of the Philippines and home of the industrious Negrense. For years, the province has carried the title of Sugarland. Acres of sugarcane fields blanket the region. Coupled with an efficient pool of manpower, this dual agent of man and nature has granted Negros Occidental a prominent position in the world of agriculture and industry. This pursuit of growth is personified by the productive spirit of Bago City. Bago sits at the base of Mount Canlaon, the highest peak in central Philippines. The history of Bago embraces the long days of life on a farm. The city belongs to a province that has long been recognized as one of the country's largest producers of sugar, and for years plantations covered much of the land. Affluent families of Spanish and French descent controlled much of these estates, cultivating the province's rich soil with sugarcane and other profitable crop. For years, these landowners, known as hacienderos, tilled much of the area. Their power extended beyond the fields to the sugar mills of Negros Occidental. The lives of many of the locals revolved around these plantations, until land reform offered them autonomy, the right to grow their own crops. Today, the old plantation houses are merely ghostly reminders of the city's past. In the 40 years since its establishment as a first-class city, Bago has steadily evolved into a center for growth and development. The locals have portrayed a need for advancement that has manifested itself in the profitable dealings that continue to mushroom throughout the city. A source of the people's pride lies in the produce known as muscovado. Muscovado is the powdered progeny of molasses, born from the endless fields of sugarcane that traverse Negros Occidental. Truckloads of raw cane make regular trips to a processing factory located in Bago City. Known in the Philippines as muscovado, This form of unrefined sugar has carved a niche in the sweet tooth of Europeans who place great value in its organic qualities. The production of muscovado entails a simple and traditional method using fire and liquid. Raw stalks of sugarcane are first subjected to a chamber that crushes the crop into a juicy pulp. The pulp is further squeezed and cleared of impurities before boiling it in a large vat for about 4 hours. The time it takes to boil the cane juice is dependent upon the quality of the crop. The better the quality, the faster the boiling time. The sugarcane must be fresh in order for the process to be a success. Hydrated lime and coconut milk is added to the mix, the former to facilitate cleansing, and the latter to add taste. The boiling produces a thick syrup which is then transferred onto a dry bed to be mixed. In keeping with tradition, the mixing is done completely by hand. As the syrup cools, the constant mixing breaks the concoction down and prevents it from hardening into blocks. The end result is the familiar light brown granules of muscovado. Each month, about 500 tons of muscovado is manufactured, with 80% of the sugar destined for export. Besides produce for the sweet tooth, Bago City also benefits from the salty flavor of Mother Nature. Spread throughout a flatland by the city limits are the salt beds of Bago. Although the wet season sees the area teeming with fish pens, the dry months allow the locals to make use of the land to harvest salt. Every morning, makeshift clay frames are molded onto the ground and covered with plastic sheets. A shallow pool of salt water is poured into each square. As the sun crosses the sky and the light begins to wane, evaporation works its magic, replacing the water with crystals of raw salt. The salt is then scraped together and sold at the local market. This ingenious way of utilizing the gifts of Mother Nature is one of the main factors that have contributed to the city's agricultural success.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的。我们公司是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Bago City's penchant for progress is portrayed by local ingenuity, even in the most rustic environments. The making of specialty goods is a popular pursuit in the barangays or villages of Bago City. Kuakoy, a delicacy made of sugar and rice flour, is born from Barangay Sagasa, along with the familiar pink produce known as salted eggs. After the 18 days it takes for the salt to diffuse into the eggs are dyed pink and sold at the city market. In Barangay Caridad, fabric takes the place of food. Hanaw Hanaw Weaving is a community-based project dedicated to upholding the traditional methods of tapestry making. Each day, weavers skillfully create a variety of colorful designs, including the unique fabric known as patajong. Inasmuch as small producers portray the best of ingenuity, the larger and more established entities are the true examples of what the future holds for a driven populace. One institution that has successfully harnessed the power of nature is the Organization for Industrial, Spiritual, and Cultural Advancement, better known by its acronym OISCA. Through innovation and ambition, OISCA has spearheaded the science of sericulture in the Philippines. Sericulture is the cultivation of silkworms for the production of raw silk. Harvesting silkworms is a step-by-step 30-day process. The rich leaves of mulberry trees first nourish young silkworms. Once they are old enough, they are transferred into specialized compartments to house their cocoons. The cocoons are then subjected to 2 heating procedures. The first is designed to kill the worm inside, and the second is to soften the cocoon for mounting. The resulting threads are spun into spools of raw silk. The silk is favored for its high-grade quality, dyed and crafted into an array of clothing and assorted products for local and foreign consumption. With a little manipulation and design, even the crudest of raw materials can become pieces of immense value. Tumandok Crafts Industries has mastered the art of producing beauty out of simplicity. The success of Tumandok is attributed to the indigenous materials used in their laminated products. Rocks, twigs, sand, and the like are arranged and laid out to create a specific design. After the pasting process comes the rigors of lamination. The laminating agents are a blend of natural and chemical ingredients, applied by hand to each artwork. The pieces are then sanded to even and polish their surface. For added sheen, a buffering spray is applied before packaging and shipping. The human touch is evident from start to finish, rendering the pieces of Tumandok with uncommon appeal. When harnessing the gifts of nature, one may opt to make use of modern technology or adhere to traditional techniques. In Bago City, both methods have bred success and stories of hope for the people. For those who seek the bounty beyond the harvest, accomplishment is corollary to doses of gumption and character, the prerequisites to any endeavor. Because with it, they become the very definition of success.
reaching Asians locally and globally.
大家好，我的名字叫福特，我来自内蒙古自治区呼和浩特市。我在拉斯维加斯已经有5年了。我现在是在UNLV 大学的一名学生。我是华亚的一名成员，现在在这里面教街舞。我也很荣幸成为这里的一员。希望你们一起来加入我们，也成为我们的一员。在这里，我祝大家2017年新年快乐。
Mabuhay, ni hao, annyeonghaseyo, marhaba, chuni, ciao, ohayo gozaimasu, kimon achen, salam, salam, kumada. Greetings to all good Samaritans of the globe. I am back, your host, Dr. Paul Magno, a very proud member of the Asian Culture Alliance in the fabulous city of Las Vegas. A nugget of your skills will always be worth a bullion of remedy to the rescued in your home. Now we come back on this episode scoping into a fact as to why one looks like a pale rider. Pale enough that ambulation becomes a bloody bullocks. If you have noticed, I utilized pale rider as an example. You know, you don't need to be like Clint Eastwood when he did the Pale Rider Western movie. If you're pale, something is wrong. Anemia has so many causes. One common one is you're losing a lot of blood. And when you're losing a lot of blood, who wants to hemorrhage with a bloody trail? Number 2, you're not producing enough blood, especially the red blood cells. You know, in our red blood cells, and your diet is very insufficient on iodine, iron, and things like those, you end up with that protein anemia, especially in the red blood cells where you have iron. All right, step aside, gentlemen. We don't get pregnant, but when women do, it could be an SOP, standard operating procedure, that pregnant women will get additional supplement of iron. It's good for the mother, and it's good for the baby. And of course, other signs like dizziness, and you are driving, come on. Don't be a courier of chance, because risking your life is only but once. You don't have a second one. No second chances. Now, let's talk about anemia as how it could be detected. Lab tests, a very common one is H and H. H is hemoglobin, found only in the red blood cells. And hematocrit is when you have the volume of red blood cells when tested. All right, we don't have much time, but we have this highlights of info. The range, the normal range of your hemoglobin is in between 11 up to 13. Now when it hits down closer to 7, come on, folks. Blood transfusion is not easy as done. Looking for the right compatible blood for yourself could be so hectic that, hey, time has been wasted away. What do we say? As a good Samaritan, you are a courier of information. Talk to them. Tell them again, there's no second chance. When you hit the floor, who knows what's going to happen to you? Remember, complications? And they're not accidents. They could have been prevented. Listen, we only have one life out of one, not one out of 9. No cats, no dogs. You folks have a good one. As a Good Samaritan, will you be a blood bank infusing a pint or 2 into the bloodstream? Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Now, what if when somebody starts screaming for a fact as to why the lights are suddenly dimmed when in fact not at all? I'm Dr. Paul Magno, your host, a prophylactic Good Samaritan like you. Be safe, be well, have another blessed day.
ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Just when you thought there weren't any more beaches in the country left untouched, no lakes left unpolluted, and no coves left unexplored. You'll find the Calamian group of islands, a cluster of beautiful islands in northern Palawan with isolated white beaches, pristine lakes, and mysterious coves. One way to discover them is to visit each place, explore, test the waters, or just laze around and wallow in the surroundings. Discover the magic of northern Palawan on the sea, under the water, and above ground.
The scenery, the sea, the nice fish, beautiful.
Everything is good. The tour, the people, the food. Nobody can beat this.
The Calamian Islands, about 80 to 100 kilometers off the northern tip of Palawan, consists of the main islands of Busuanga, Coron, and Culion, plus a smattering of islets and reefs all around. One can reach Busuanga, the largest among them, and the main gateway to the area through a 1-hour flight from Manila via sea air. The 19-seater plane lands at the small YKR airport. The name is an abbreviation for Yulo King Ranch, a 40,000-hectare ranch formerly owned by the Yulos. The terrain of Busuanga consists of low, rounded hills and long ridges that surround some flat grassland used as grazing area for cattle. On the southern coast of Busuanga, 30 to 45 minutes away, is Coron town. Dibutunay, Pamalican, South Cay. It's hard to tell the difference between the islands. They all have clean, white sand beaches, warm, crystal clear waters, and lush coral gardens under the ocean.
Northern Palawan is a lot of, I would say, beaches and nice diving sites and all these things. If you really like a lot of beaches, go to Palawan. Harder to walk without shoes, but I don't have so many tourists here than in Boracay, so it makes it up.
The marine life is so rich, most visitors can't resist checking it out, even the first-timers.
I never thought I would love snorkeling before, because before I couldn't do it because of my eyes, but when once in the water, it was so peaceful, like you can commune with fishes. You just stay longer and then you will feel good about it. That it's the peacefulness underneath.
A lot of different fish. It looks like you are in an aquarium. It's so nice. And everything intact, no broken corals, a lot of fish.
I was amazed that amidst all the stories that most of these places are being hit by destructive fishermen, there were still a lot of places where we can go snorkeling and also for diving. And probably because environmental movement in Palawan has been very active, the divers per se, those who cater to diving are very conscious about, what they offer the environment. So they really do a lot of effort in doing their share, as well as the people, the local people here in Palawan. And that's good. That's a good sign that not only tourism will be here to stay, but likewise fisheries.
For many people, diving is their sole reason for a visit to the Calamians. The waters northwest of Coron Bay are a gold mine for wreck explorers, since they serve as the final resting place for a convoy of Japanese ships from World War II. In 1944, American aircraft were flying regular reconnaissance missions over these islands when they noticed a cluster of tiny green islands that kept changing positions from day to day. The soldiers realized they were not islands, but heavily camouflaged Japanese ships. The Americans attacked, and in just one day, September 24, a total of 24 ships went down, mostly in the waters between Lusong and Tangat Islands. Of the wrecks that have been located since, at least 9 are diveable, and most of them are in just around 30 meters depth of water. Aside from being well preserved, they provide divers a unique, historical, and almost haunting glimpse of what wartime naval ships were like almost half a century ago.
And wrecks present that kind of mystery. You have a structure, it has been well laid out here, and you expect something. Like you're manning the ship, as if sometimes you imagine yourself, the captain was here, the soldiers were here, or whatever. It's always like a scenario where you're making a story for yourself every time you go down there.
The Thai Maru, also known as the Concepcion Wreck, offers unusual penetrations with its narrow passageways and wide corridors.
It's a big ship. I think if you have to look for 1 hour dive from end to end, that would not be enough to appreciate the whole wreck.
The Thai Maru has become an artificial reef in itself. Coral, anemones, and a wide variety of fish inhabit it, seemingly attracted to its masts and posts.
They present to be like an artificial platform where fish can take shelter. The corals are now encrusting most of the hull, almost all the surface of the wreck, and it's a good thing, I could see a potential in doing not only training for our local divers, but it presents also a good training ground for some nearby countries who would like to really have good wreck diving training.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的黑木公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
News. In today's world, news has become even more important in our lives. Hello, I'm Steve Shore. For some 40 years, Las Vegas has been my home, and it's been good to me. Now, I want to give back. That's why I started the Now Report, the independent voice newspaper, fair, balanced, unbiased, online and mobile, and it's free. The time has come for an independent voice because news is important.
Coron Island off the southwest of Busuanga is wedge-shaped and practically uninhabited. It stands out from most other islands in Calamian because it has the same features as the islands of El Nido further down in western Palawan. Sharp, jagged limestone cliffs, sometimes bare, sometimes covered in thick foliage. The best are found in Sico Coves, northwest of the island.
Actually, it's quite difficult to describe it. I think you have to come to see it because it's limestone cliffs which are have been carved into these very interesting, strange shapes by the wind, by erosion, and they're very steep and they're very dramatic. So if you were to describe these to a friend who hadn't been here, they might be skeptical and think that you were making it up. Because of that, it's very dramatic seascape. It's very well worthwhile seeing. I'd recommend it, but it's not easy to describe.
If you are on your own and you stand under one of the cliffs, it's quite scary. It's eerie. And watching it from the sunlight like that, it's fantastic. It's nice. It's a good feeling also if you're a nature lover.
Coron is said to be the last stronghold of the indigenous Tagbanwa people. With the arrival of migrants from other provinces, they've slowly been displaced from Busuanga and retreated to Coron. They collect birds' nests from the cliffs, but gathering is a well-kept secret and a heavily guarded trade, so they keep outsiders at bay. Most Tagbanwas are shy and quiet, and visitors are usually advised to keep a safe distance from their settlements. Further north of Coron Island is Kayangan Lake, popular among guests for its stunning beauty and amazing silence. It was declared cleanest lake in the country a couple of years ago. Rob describes the sights and sounds after visiting it for the first time.
There's a lake inland. It's actually only about 200 yards from the sea. You climb up a fairly steep hillside. And then down the other side to this inland lagoon. It's brackish water, half salt, half fresh, and it's surrounded on all sides by steep limestone cliffs. The waters are pristine, clear as glass. The temperature is pleasantly warm. It's not terribly warm. It's quite a deep lake, about 28 meters, I think. The color is aquamarine, deep turquoise blue, and extremely clear. It's supposed to be the cleanest lake in the Philippines, and I can well believe it. And what is most striking about it is the silence. If you're used to busy city life with all the stress and the noise and the traffic and the crash of modern life, to suddenly be transported into a place of absolute peace is really very refreshing. And if you take a life jacket, you can swim out into the lagoon, and you can lie there and face the sky. And just in the distance, at the very edge of your hearing, you hear the cries of a few birds, but that's all. I've not seen anywhere in the Philippines anything like it, and abroad I would be surprised if there are as many places as remote, as untouched and unspoiled by modern tourism as this lake. It's very special.
4 days is perhaps the minimum amount of time needed for anyone to tour the Calamian Islands by boat. Anything less is too inadequate, and anything more gives a visitor even more reason to stay even longer.
After coming from Manila, traffic, basura and all that, you see a nice virgin island, It's like a reward, it's a privilege.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee backed by the International Association of Home Inspectors. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 or visit f10.com now.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的，我们公司是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
I think Palawan has one tremendous advantage from the places that I've seen in the Philippines. I think it's nearer to what pre-Hispanic Philippines was like. It's not so developed, it's peaceful and quiet. If, like me, that's the sort of holiday that you're seeking, this is a very good place to come. The Palaweños are very hospitable, they're very nice people. The landscape is dramatic, it's everything that everybody dreams of a tropical paradise. The food is great. On a scale of 1 to 10 for holidays in the Philippines, I'd place this around about 11.
Just hope it never ends. Just hope it doesn't get Monday soon.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的 ACTV 公司，是一个 专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
During the turn of the century, Western explorers documenting the lives of the Mindanao tribes described in wonder the Kudyapi. They said it was a two-stringed instrument similar to the lute or the guitar. The Kudyapi's strings are stretched across a flat-sounding board. While one string played the melody, other produced a steady drone sound. When the instrument was played, both strings produced a delightful harmonic effect. It is played with a bamboo pick fastened to the player's left hand. The right hand plays on the fingerboard, found on the instrument's neck. The fingerboard has nodes, which are used to change the Kudyapi's tones. Some historians say that these nodes denote a Chinese influence, since Chinese stringed instruments have a similar feature. The Kudyapi is played by many of the Mindanao tribes and called many names. It is Kudyapi to the Maranao, Hegalong to the Tiboli, and Faglong to the Balan. Its length is generally 1.5 meters long, but this varies across tribes. These instruments, played by the Maranao, are about 1 meter long.
With the many recent changes and focus on immigration law, now more than ever is the time to seek the help you need from an attorney you can trust. As an immigrant myself, I know the many difficulties and hardships involved in immigrating to this great country. With more than 10 years of experience in handling immigration cases, our firm can provide the necessary answers and solutions to your needs. Call Calderon Law today so we can work together to help you get the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve.
reaching Asians locally and globally.
Hello everyone, my name is John Felprin and I'll be your instructor for Connect with English, live from Las Vegas, an English program that explores American language and culture online. I'm a career English teacher from Los Angeles, California, with over 30 years experience across Asia and Latin America. I'll show you how to access Connect with English online from your home, work, or on the go. I'll ask you to follow along as I guide you on improving your English with the help of other viewers like you from around the world. For those of you who want or need to learn English as quickly and effectively as possible, why not consider joining our coaching and tutoring programs? I need you to first download the ACTV app from your iPhone and iPad App Store or Android Play Store. Then I need you to add me as a friend. Click the SIN button for Social Interactive Network and search for my name. Again, it's John Felprin. Then add me as a friend. I will then get in contact with you and let you know how and when you will begin learning English in a new way. I will also show you how you can find additional help and free resources on our ACTV website. So download the ACTV app now on your iPhone, iPad, or Android phone. This is John Felprin signing off from Las Vegas. Thanks for watching, and let's connect with English.
好，我是韩宁，英文名字叫宁 Alice。我非常高兴和荣幸在华亚协会教授肚皮舞。如果您喜欢肚皮舞的话，也欢迎您来到华亚协会。在这里呢，我现在正在教授基础动作入门班。如果您是喜欢肚皮舞、喜欢美、热爱生活的人，您非常欢迎您来到这里。等大家动作娴熟之后呢，我会陆续开设一些像初级舞蹈、中级舞蹈和高级舞蹈班，所以非常欢迎您加入我们，谢谢。
Hi everyone and welcome to Trending Vegas. I'm your host, Melissa Duran, and today we're going to be talking about the hot topics hitting social media platforms. I have my social media experts here to help, including Jennifer Davies and Diana Paul from the city's social media team. And we are also pleased to welcome our wonderful guest, Derek Stevens, owner of the D, Golden Gate Casino, so many things downtown. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for allowing me to be here.
So we really wanted to bring you in. We've been wanting to get you on for a while. Our schedules haven't synced up, but now you're here. So I have to ask what I ask everyone else. How do you use social media day to day?
Oh, well, you know what? This thing just started for me, and it was just something I was going to try, and I've enjoyed my Twitter feed, and it kind of hit me one day when I put a tweet out, and I'm sitting at Long Bar over at the D, and somebody walks in 30 seconds later and said, "Oh, I saw you at the D. I just wanted to come in." I'm like, wow, this is pretty interesting.
And pretty scary.
Yeah, pretty scary. A few years ago, and then all of a sudden it just gave us an opportunity to talk to a lot of people and kind of communicate and try to create like this intimacy that you can have with customers.
Yeah, you know, I was saying I think you're one of the only casino owners in town who is so active on social media platforms. How do you think that helps business for you?
Well, you know, it's funny because I think everybody just loves Las Vegas. Everybody loves, you know, the element of a casino. And you know, I started putting out a few things like behind the scenes. And like the behind the scenes stuff was like, people were just eating it up. And it wasn't the sexiest thing out there, but behind the scenes, here's our beer room, here's our keg room, here's our, you know, this and that. And everybody just started really following and engaging. And it was just something that started with just having a lot of fun.
All right, well, we are glad you're here and help us talk about our topics today. And this show is actually going to be a little bit different. For obvious reasons, the majority of the show is going to focus on the events of October 1st. The tragic shooting still and will continue to weigh heavy on everyone's hearts. The lives of the 58 individuals who passed and the hundreds who were injured will not be forgotten. And though it's tough to talk about, it was interesting to see how social media played a role in the aftermath of this tragedy. First, here are some of the tweets we saw. Our mayor tweeted, "The act and insanity of a madman shall not define us or keep us from living whole and meaningful lives with pride in our shared humanity. Our prayers for everyone, and a huge thank you to our great law enforcement and first responders." Governor Sandoval said, "A tragic and heinous act of violence has shaken the Nevada family. Our prayers are with the victims and all affected by this act of cowardice." Bailey Flores tweets, "Concerts are safe spaces. This cannot keep happening. Praying for Vegas and everyone at the Route 91 Harvest Festival." And the LVCVA tweeted the words, "Vegas strong," with this image that reads, "We've been there for you during the good times. Thank you for being there for us now." And guys, let's just open it up with discussion. You know, one of the things that I actually got my news from social media the night it happened. I did turn on the local news to see what was going on, but I felt like I was getting more information from Twitter as it was coming in. How did you all react to the videos of the shots being fired? Derek, let me start with you.
Well, I mean, that's a night I could certainly tell you, and I will never forget. I had just gotten home on Sunday night, and my phone started ringing. I just quickly jumped in the shower, headed back downtown, and you know, at that point in time, no one really knew exactly what was going on. Right. I think an awful lot of people got information through social media, and you know, from our perspective, we were simply focusing on one thing, and that was just trying to keep our guests safe. We weren't sure because there was so much information out there. We didn't know. We had heard something in North Las Vegas, something in other casinos. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of that moment where you just don't know, and you just kind of batten down the hatches, and you try to focus in on safety, and that's really what we spent the rest of the middle of the night doing.
And I think that was hard on social media. All of the misinformation that, you know, there's a shooting at the shooter at the New York, there's a shooter at the Luxor, and all these things are coming in, and just this misinformation spiraling out of control. But going back to the video, what did you all think about some of the concert goers, and not judging them in the situation they were in, but I mean, they were videotaping or going live with these shots ringing out. Jen?
I think it's just the nature of social media. I think even when you're in a horrific situation like that, your first response is to let people know what's going on. And I think they're just really powerful, horrible sounds and images that are really going to stick with us forever, having seen that footage. But I also feel like it makes the situation more real, having felt that you were there. And I just think it just really has changed things and just shows that people are going to social media to share these types of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like you were saying, you know, we were all watching it on Twitter. I didn't personally even turn on the TV because now you're seeing it unfold in real time with like the video. Everyone saw the video. The news stations were picking up that video. But then it also is kind of a catch-22 because as the social media team was monitoring, all this, what's later became misinformation or unclear information was being shared rapidly. Is there multiple shooters? Oh, now there's 3 shooters. Now there's multiple locations. And so Jen can tell you more about her strategy, but for the city, you know, we're really make sure we share information that's been verified. So that's always been kind of our policy. So
yeah, we had a lot of pressure on us that night for sure to make sure that we were not confirming information that wasn't our job to confirm, and we had to make sure that we were only sharing official information. So we were only sharing information from Metro, from the airport about things that were going on there. You know, we weren't sharing news information because at that point, you don't know if it's official information. And at the city's account is really an official source of information. We have to think about public safety. Mm-hmm. And the information that we're sharing could incite further panic in people. And so there was an enormous amount of pressure on our team that night to make sure that we really got it right and weren't contributing to the panic that was going on.
Well, and speaking of that panic, you know, people were actually posting things on social media with police locations and police scanner reports, and this is what I'm hearing on the scanner, and that really upset me because I'm thinking, we don't know how many shooters there are, if there's just 1, 2, how many, and yet people take it upon themselves to play cop out in the field behind a computer, and it really enraged me as a citizen of Las Vegas going, you know, you're putting our officers in harm's way by saying what they're doing. And I saw a lot of that on social media. And
Metro had to actually put out a message that night being like, don't share our tactical information because you're right, we didn't know what was happening. We didn't know if there were multiple shooters. And so I do think, you know, we all kind of have to rein it back in. And it just goes back to, you really have to feel a sense of pressure and really think about those things in those situations because you could have put people's lives in jeopardy or put law enforcement in jeopardy and prevent them from doing their jobs. That they had to stop what they were doing to tweet, hey, don't be sharing pictures of us trying to do our jobs keeping you safe.
Right. Well, I want to go into a little bit more of good feeling part of this story, even though it's hard to believe that there is some, but it's amazing to see the response from the community and all around the world. Derek, what did you see on social media that really kind of stuck with you?
Well, obviously with this tragedy, you could feel this in Las Vegas, that there was something that started happening Wednesday, Thursday, where there's a sense of community, and Vegas was the epicenter. But this was a national feeling. This was something along the lines of, hey, you know, we support Las Vegas no matter where we live. We support our country, and you could feel this this somewhat of an uprising where everybody really kind of came together. We saw it, very quickly with what happened with the GoFundMe account from Chairman Sisolak and Sheriff Lombardo, and with some of the, I would say, I think as Chairman Sisolak said, this was a 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning type of decision that Joe and I made together, and who knew with this $500,000 request, this was going to blow up to north of $10 million so quickly from all over the country. And I thought it was pretty great to see this Vegas Strong element come out. I think what the LVCVA did in trying to bring this together helped everyone, and I think it helped everyone because I think everyone here knows someone that was injured or someone that had passed, and I think as a community, it really helped in some of our healing.
I really was loving everything that we were seeing from United Blood Services. I love the story of the city of Las Vegas, the Healing Garden, and how it came about. And you can actually see that on City Beat and some social media videos. How do you guys feel that Las Vegas and the city of Las Vegas together worked for branding? And I use the word branding loosely because obviously LVCVA wanted to just let everyone know we're strong, we're safe, thank you for supporting us. But I did see a video at their meeting that says they had their people there at midnight trying to come up with how do we get in front of this? How do we let people know that Las Vegas is still a safe place to come? What did you guys think about their efforts and the city of Las Vegas efforts?
Well, we definitely shared a lot of the images that they produced and their messaging, but Jen and her team actually created our own images, and one of our best performing images from that aftermath was a simple graphic that we created to kind of look like the LVCVA's, but that talked about where to go, how you can help. So we had the job to not only share that information, but also to help kind of personalize it for the city of Las Vegas as well.
But I thought it was really smart. I mean, I think that this went so national because everybody's been to Vegas. Everybody can envision Mandalay Bay. They can envision where it happened. Everyone feels connected to Vegas in a way that maybe we don't feel as connected to other communities where these horrible tragedies have happened too. And so I think they were really smart to give people, social media when people, die is often a place where they go to memorialize them. And I think that they were really smart to kind of jump on that and give people a way to rally around the images and messaging about we're still here, we're safe, come back and visit us because we depend on you.
And how do we feel about our tourism right now? Do we feel like this is going to hurt us, help us, stay the same?
I really feel encouraged. We have received tens of thousands of messages from people around the country who are like, you know what, I love Vegas, I'm coming back. They're not going to stop me. Way more than we've heard about people being like, I'm worried about my safety, I'm not coming. And I think that bodes well for our community. And I've really been uplifted in reading all of those messages that people are here for us and are going to come back.
Derek, are you able to talk on that at all?
Yeah, I mean, I can I can verify from a hotel casino perspective, that's generally the thought process that most of our customers have as well. There is a love for Las Vegas that I think is felt throughout the country. And some of these events, this doesn't affect just Las Vegas. This affects sporting events. This affects from New York to LA. We have 150 Division I college football games with big buildings around. We've got a number of different things, and I think in every terrible tragedy, there's a lot of learning that takes place. But again, this is not just for Las Vegas. This is for our country. And I think everybody feels that countrywide.
Right, Diana.
Yeah, I was just going to say that from our social media account, like Jen said, we had hundreds and thousands of comments, but it was really uplifting to read people from around the world, which I'm sure were on your account too, just saying how much they supported the city of Las Vegas, that they'd be back. And so I think that's how the community. We're not alone. Like we literally have the whole entire world looking after us, and they're saying they'll be back to Vegas. So that's encouraging.
Well, another big event for our city that took place in the midst of this tragedy really did help some people heal, and that was the inaugural season opener for Vegas's first NHL team, the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas DCJ tweeted, "What a great moment for Las Vegas last night. Thank you, Golden Knight and NHL. We really needed this for our city. Hashtag Vegas strong, Vegas born." At Vegas Hen MD tweeted, "Congrats to the Vegas Golden Knights on their home opener. Beautiful and moving tribute." At Mark Antonassi writes, "Gotta say, there's something mighty special happening in Vegas at this moment in time. I certainly hope it lasts for the Golden Knights." And at VIP Seats writes, "The Golden Knights helped real Vegas community rally, but not forget." And finally, the D tweeted out, the words Vegas Strong with this beautiful picture of the ice and all of the heroes. And let's talk about the ceremony first. What an amazing ceremony it was. The Golden Knights had something else completely different planned and switched directions quickly and did it beautifully. You were there, Derek. What did you think?
We were right there, and I know Bill Foley had mentioned that there wasn't going to be a dry eye in the house, and I think he was correct. Yeah. From what I saw, it was a pretty amazing tribute and real emotional, and bringing all these first responders out. Wow, what an event! What an event!
So let's talk about how you guys are partnering with the Vegas Golden Knights. What are you guys doing exactly?
Well, you know, we did a 6-year deal with the Golden Knights, and it includes a number of things from some media, some radio and sponsorship type of things. But a lot of what we're doing has to do with community elements, like bringing a fan fest down and allowing people to meet coaches, meet players, and really try to get everybody involved with the team. And then it goes over to the practice facility, which is just a absolutely spectacular place to go. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of practice facilities in the country. This one's, you know, best in class, and gives an ability for not just a team to have a first-class place to practice, but this gives this community, which does not have a lot of ice rinks, gives this community the ability to have all these like youth leagues to start up, all these senior leagues to start up. I mean, I think these 2 sheets are going to be pretty full. I mean, around the clock. So I think it's a great thing for Vegas as a whole.
How important do you think Las Vegas locals are to the whole equation? Because my husband and I were talking about it, and we did say, you know, it's weird because we were at the Detroit game, and there were so many Detroit fans there. And the Vegas Golden Knights are probably the one team that is going to always have a support group there at their home games for the away team. What do you think? How will locals play into this? How will the D help that?
Well, I think on opening night, I think it was 100% Vegas Golden Knights fans.
Oh yeah.
And I think on the second game with the Red Wings, when you take an original 6 team and it happens to fall on a weekend, I mean, you're going to see about a third of the crowd being from out of town, which is not bad for Las Vegas. I think the Golden Knights fans were still an awful lot stronger, right. and that's always going to be the home team. But people are going to come here. They may not go visit other cities that have hockey teams, you know, in the NHL, but everybody's going to come here. It's going to be part of the Vegas vibe. It's going to be something special here. So I thought it was great.
It's nice to see all the locals really excited about this. How do you guys feel it helped with the healing process?
Well, I mean, Vegas needs something to rally around, especially at times of crisis. And I think that Vegas locals have always been craving, they want a major league team. I'm a native, I want a team. I don't even care what team it is. So it's hockey, great. Like, I don't particularly like hockey, but I want to go to a game. I want to get tickets. So I think that outside of this tragedy, like, it's bringing the community together, rallying around a team which we've never had. And then even in this time of tragedy, we still need to get together as a community, and a game is a perfect way to do it.
Yep, they really embedded themselves in the community well right from the very beginning. You know, at the first game, they took away the advertisements and did the Vegas Strong thing around the ice and all of that. I think they were just really smart in how they approached it to show that they were a member of the community, that they were here to stay. It was really great to see.
And can locals go to your hotel, to the D, and watch the games?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have a watch party for every home and road game, and we'll always make sure we've got the audio on, and it's a great place to watch hockey. And for our customers, I mean, part of the deal is, you know, we've got these great packages with seats right along the ice or up in the suite, and you can book hotel rooms. So it's all part of that business element.
You got to love Vegas and downtown Las Vegas as well. All right, guys. Well, downtown Las Vegas has seen some major growth over the last few years, and it is not stopping anytime soon. When we come back, Derek Stevens and I will talk more about his construction projects and his vision for the future of downtown. Stay with us.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts.
Yes, you.
You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Welcome back, everyone. You've definitely noticed the growth downtown, but soon the buzz will be even bigger as Fremont Street evolves with new places to play. Derek Stevens is here with me to break down everything he's got going on downtown. Again, you are one busy man down there.
We've got there's a lot of action downtown right now. It's a lot of fun to be part of it.
So let's start with the Golden Gate Casino. You just did a quick renovation, but an amazing renovation. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, it was a great deal. You know, this was in an area when we purchased Mermaids and Glitter Gulch and La Bayou. La Bayou was on the side of the Golden Gate and separated by an alley, and we were able to put this little project together first. So we were able to work with the city, get the alley, take the bayou down, and then expand the Golden Gate. And it's been open for about 6 weeks now, and it's something we're pretty happy about.
I mean, it's beautiful when you walk in, you know, and I can say that as the hotels downtown have gotten older, you know, great upkeep over at the Golden Nugget and other properties, and it seems like luxury is coming back into these beautiful downtown Las Vegas casinos and hotels. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great to see all this new investment in downtown. Obviously, what Tillman Fertitta has done with the Nugget and their tower and their continued upgrades, and then now seeing, you know, Four Queens making some of these investments, and downtown Grand's doing a few things. The Plaza is. This is all great from the hotel casino side, and then obviously on Fremont East, how this continues to evolve and get better, and different restaurants, other things like that. It's great.
Well, speaking of restaurants, I do have to ask you this because we have talked about the Golden Gate Casino renovation on previous shows, and one of the comments that we saw on social media all the time was about the 99 shrimp cocktail, and if that's ever going to come back. So can you tell us anything? Do you have any plans to do anything like that?
Oh, the shrimp cocktail is going to come back. It's just taking a little time out. I mean, it's been around for a long, long time, but we'll bring the shrimp cocktail back. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be back at some point.
I have to say, I was surprised to see that was such a huge thing when I was following on social media. But let's talk about now what's going on with what used to be the Las Vegas Club. What exactly do you have planned? What can you tell us so far?
Well, right now we're in the process of demolition, which you know, this is one of these interesting things that one of the unintended consequences is demolition. It's creating a crowd every day outside. People want to see this, and it is interesting to see this come down, you know, basically chunk by chunk, and you know, we'll have this we'll have the demo done by January.
Get any hints as to what's going to be happening there?
You know, we're still working through the design process, so we're not quite done with that. Then we've got some time period to do construction drawings, and then at that point in time, we'll be working through some of the financing and then get to build.
So when are we thinking a final project will be complete?
Oh, it's still a little ways away. I mean, you know, it's taken us a couple of years just to get the real estate assemblage put together, and then we did the Golden Gate project first. So we still have a long enough time period that I can't actually give a date right now. It's still out there ways.
Is it an exciting time to be part of Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas? Why do you love downtown so much?
Well, you know, Golden Gate was the first casino I bought into, and I love the fact that it was, you know, I love the address of 1 Fremont Street. I love the fact it's the oldest building in the history of Vegas, and then you know, from 2006 until today, you get to see all these other, you know, entrepreneurs and people with passion and everything else like that coming in, and it's fun. It's fun to be, you know, part of this, and to see all this new innovation and entrepreneurs and things like that, and yeah, just being part of it it's a great time to be in Vegas.
What do you think about the future of downtown? When you think about downtown 10, 20 years from now, what do you see, or what are you hopeful for to see?
Well, I think the one great thing about downtown is that it continues to evolve, and it evolves to changing markets. And you know, I view downtown as a place that's beneficial to, you know, all of Clark County, all of Las Vegas. You know, it's a destination in and of itself, similar to people that come to visit like Topgolf, or people that come because they're going to go to the Hoover Dam or they're going to go to Red Rock. Well, I think downtown now is kind of on the list of things to do when you're in Vegas. So I think
you have to go downtown to check it out.
Yeah, you got to go check it out. Even if you come down during the day for an hour, you come downtown at night for a few hours. I think it's a great added element. I mean, I'm also, you know, I mean, yes, I love downtown, and that's where I'm investing my money, but I'm a big fan of the Strip. I mean, I'm a huge fan of what the Golden Knights are doing, in you know, with MGM and AG, with what they've done there, and with the Raiders coming in. I just think it's so important to have more and more of these reasons for people to come to this town. What the LVCVA is doing with the convention center, terrific. What the Venetian Plaza has done with the expansion of their conventions. We just need to have more things for people that want to come to Las Vegas, and I think downtown's a part of that, and I'm glad we're a part of that.
Where do locals fit in this whole equation? How important is it, or is it important at all, to remember the locals as we go through the future of Fremont Street?
Well, you know, it's funny because, you know, way back when, Fremont Street was the locals' place. And then as Vegas got larger and kept growing and growing, you know, you've got a lot of great locals casinos more along the outskirts of the valley. And you know, for a lot of reasons. Maybe it's because you don't have to drive home after you go to a casino. Maybe you're going to meet some people and you're going to have a couple of beers or something, so you don't want to be driving. So things changed, and it's became very dominated by tourists. It still is today. But the great thing that I'm seeing is that, you know, locals like to come down, and now they're having a night out on the town and downtown as well.
Right. Yeah, I have to say that I have gone downtown more often in recent years than I did, you know, 10 years ago when things were first starting. So one of the last things, congratulations on your Citizen of the Month award here at the City of Las Vegas. Were you surprised to get Citizen of the Month?
I most certainly was. I think the mayor certainly had something to do with it. But yeah, no, I think with the Golden Gate opening and all that, I was actually surprised, shocked. I really don't know how I got nominated, but I'm certainly honored to have this award given to me a couple days ago.
Well, Derek, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for coming and talking about such a hard topic earlier. And we're really excited to see what you've got planned for us in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, we are too. We're working through it, and I can't wait to see what we come up with as well.
All right. Well, when we come back, a look at just how amazing our community is.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Well, it's been a hard few weeks here in Las Vegas as we deal with the tragic event of October 1st. And though our hearts continue to heal, nobody can deny the community that exists here in Las Vegas. The weeks have been full of donations and help, love, and outreach. It makes me proud to call myself a Las Vegan. We have proven to ourselves just how strong we are.